What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a really cool trick I wanted to share with you guys. And today on the Magic the Gathering Arena, I found out that it's really easy to win games if your opponent doesn't have a hand. I know, it's the kind of big brain plays you get when you click on this channel, guys. Let's get to it. Cue the music. Let's talk about the deck. All right, everybody, so today's deck list is a Dimir hand hate deck. So this deck is a ton of fun to just kind of honestly troll your opponent with and make sure that they never get anything going with their hand, and then eventually win the game with our sideboard with our Fae of Wishes. So before we get into the deck tech and talk about all these cards that we're running here and why we run them, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so, because we do post videos every single Monday and we try to get out a bonus video every single week for you guys on a Wednesday or Friday. So be sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of those decks. Also, we do go live on Twitch every single Wednesday. There's a link in the description below. And if you guys want to follow me on any other social medias, I'll be sure to leave those down below as well in the description. So be sure to click on those and follow those, and I'd really appreciate it. Let's jump right into the deck, guys. So in today's deck, like I said, it's a hand hate deck. We're trying to eliminate our opponent's hand as much as possible, get them playing on the top of their deck, hoping for luck while we slowly build value and, you know, get cards from the sideboard, pull cards with Narset, things like that. So here's how it works. I really wanted to have a really good curve of hitting the hand, and I don't believe Duress right now is super strong, because a lot of these best of one decks are obviously going to be aggro decks. So I thought Vicious Rumors would be a really good card. It's a good one drop where it hits your opponent's hand. Obviously they get to choose the card they want to discard, but at least it gives us a ton of information. If we're on the play, it will tell us what colors they're playing, typically what kind of deck they're playing. So we'll get to see them discard a card, you know, we'll gain a little bit of life, and then they mill a card off top, which is kind of important as well, because that brings us to our 2-drops. And I'll start it off with Drown in the Loch, because if we hit them with the Vicious Rumors, Drown in the Loch becomes a much better card, because it is based on how many cards are in your opponent's graveyard, and it becomes a counter spell as well as a removal spell. So a lot of versatility there, and that's why we have 4 of those. Now, this is the card I really wanted to play from M21, this new set. When I saw this played in the Players Tour, I think finals, something like that, the mono black control list, I thought this card was so cool. It's such a good 2-drop. It gets rid of a card kind of like Thought Erasure, but it does have less value as far as targets it can hit. If it's an aggro deck you're up against, you're not going to get a whole lot of value out of it, but it is a good blocker as well. So it's a body on the field if it is an aggro deck. So I do feel like the Freebooter's got a lot of value in the current meta right now, and that's why I really wanted to build a deck around, and that's why I came up with the Dimir hand hate. So 4 of those. And then we have our 4 Fae of Wishes, which we have a sideboard for, which we'll get into towards the end. This is basically the card we need to win the game. You're going to see that we already played this deck. We played 3 games. They were kind of long. So one of the games at the very, very end, you'll see how important Fae of Wishes is. It really helps us win the game. It's the only card in this deck really that wins us the game. So everything we have in here is to eliminate our opponent's hand, control the field as much as possible, so we can get Fae of Wishes to pull a card from the sideboard and win the game. So up next we have Thought Erasure. You'll see that we have a bit of Surveil in our deck, and the reason we have some Surveil is because we really want to synergize with our campaign here. You'll also see a game where we had both of our campaigns on the field and we kept cycling through them to get card draw advantage, which is really nice. So 4 Thought Erasures to not only attack the hand, but to recycle our campaign, which gets us a card and discards them a card. So again, just going after the hand as much as possible. Then we have 3 Narsets. Narset's obviously a really good card to dig and find certain tools that you need at certain times. It's a very good card in the deck, and it also shuts down the current meta with like ramping and drawing cards. You'll see in the first game we had, Narset would have been a huge asset if we could have found it in time to get it out before like a Hydroid Crisis hits. It becomes really, really strong. Then we have Elspeth Nightmare. So this card is one card we'll talk about at the end when I maybe talk about things I might change. This is the only card I didn't feel like synergized very well in the deck. It definitely worked in some occasions, but the fact that you exile your target opponent's graveyard kind of takes away from the Drown and the Loch, which, you know, is a really good card in our deck for the most part. So might have to make an adjustment here on this one, but this is the only card I feel like didn't get a whole lot of play. And unfortunately, we didn't run into a lot of aggro. If we did, this card would be, I feel, very, very strong here. But the fact that we didn't run into a lot of aggro kind of made it a little bit of a dead card in our hand most of the time. But I do feel like it has a place here if we're up against an aggro matchup, which also brings me into my next card, our board wipe, Extinction Event. Now, be sure when you're using Extinction Event, you just double and triple check the value of mana on the cards you're trying to Extinction Event, because you'll see I misplayed pretty hard in one game. It didn't actually cost us at all. We still had so much mana available to pull off the combo I was trying to hit, but I chose the wrong value, exiled my own creatures, missed their creatures, and it was a nightmare, but it's pretty funny. But we still ended up getting the win. Be sure to, you know, watch this all the way through if you want to see that. But 4 Extinction Events, really good against any aggro matchup, obviously, to wipe the board. Up next, we have 2 Discoveries, Dispersals. Obviously, we're only going to probably use the Discovery side on this. You surveil 2 and then draw a card. Again, a really good matchup with our campaign. Very, very strong combo there. So helps us find our Fae of Wishes and get us a victory. And then our land drops are pretty simple. I went with 4 shock lands, 9 apiece on the lands, and 2 castles apiece as well. And you'll see the castles are actually very important as well to get full value out of this deck. The Vantress and the Locthwain are really important because sometimes you get locked up and you're not finding your Fae of Wishes to win the game, and you are just kind of sitting there controlling the game, and you need to get more card advantage going. So those 2 cards are very, very important. Up next, we have our sideboard. This is our sideboard Fae of Wishes, and we have only game winners here, guys. Only game winners here. So I went with the biggest things I could find that would help us win the game. So we start with Mass Manipulation down here, and then we go up to 2 Ugins, 1 Lochmere Serpent, 2 Lilianas, 1 Enter the God Eternals, 2 Ashioks, 2 Ritual of Soots in case we're up against aggro and really need some help. Ashiok Dream Render is pretty good to exile graveyards if we are up against some sort of like sacrifice deck, but I doubt that we're gonna run into that these days with the new meta shakeup. And then we have Davriel can end the game by discarding our opponent's cards and just tagging them for damage. And then this right here is more of a combo: Teferi's Tutelage and Teferi Master of Time. If we can get both of those cards, we can kind of win the game with. So that'd be kind of fun if you can pull that off. But that right there is my sideboard, guys. Again, that sideboard is strictly for winning the game. You don't see too much control in there other than Ritual of Soot and maybe an Enter God Eternals. For the most part, we can control the game with our main deck. That's what it's for. Fae of Wishes is the only card we have for a win con, and it's because we have so many different win cons here in the right-hand side on our sideboard. So that right there is a deck in conclusion. And again, this deck won 3 games back to back to back, and it was pretty easy, honestly, and we made a lot of misplays. We were just kind of going on the fly. We put the deck together and we just ran it through, and it turned out to be pretty incredible. So I think I'm going to keep playing this until I lose and find out better ways to fine tune it. So be sure to stick around for the gameplay that's coming up next, and then at the end we'll talk about some things that I might change to fine tune it, and then we'll go from there, guys. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the gameplay. All right, here we go. This is my very first time trying out the deck. I'm hoping that one and done type situation happens here with the Dimir. I love Dimir. This is one of my more favorite styles of decks. I love hand hate, so I thought I'd bring the 2 together today and see what happens. Pretty good opening hand. I like having 2 Extinction Events, especially in best of 1 with all the aggro that goes around. Let's find out what our opponent's on though. All right, some blue-green Simicky action. Sounds good. So they're ramping up, it looks like, maybe. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up here. We already have plenty of land. I think I'm gonna bin both of these, honestly. No, we'll keep the Thought Erasure. We'll keep it. Next turn we can Thought Erasure and then Surveil again, so I think that's an okay keep. All right, we really got to stop drawing lands, though. Oh, there we go. That's the jackpot right there. Could really use a Narset right about now. I just don't like, I really hate the Krasis. Cultivate's gonna happen. It is what it is. They got plenty of land in hand. I'm not gonna avoid that. Uro's kind of annoying. Man, what do I take? Ugin's gonna become a problem down the road that I don't have an answer for, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take Ugin. I don't like this, but it might help us fix this whole drawing too much mana situation. Unfortunately, we could just play a land here and say go. Kind of a dead turn. Next turn, though, we could play the island here, and then we could start scrying 2 per turn, which is nice. Our opponent's going to be pretty slow, so I'm okay with this. Being slow kind of plays in our advantage a little bit. I just wish I wouldn't have taken the extinctions. Now I have a situation here. Do I play this or not play it? I don't think I play it. I think I just go ahead and scry this turn. We kind of know what our opponent's on, and it's really big things. If they play a Shark Typhoon hardcasted here, though, I'm going to feel really silly. Nope, they're just going to play Uro. Okay. I can Extinction Event that, which is nice. Get rid of it for good. They just ate up their graveyard, though, which doesn't help our Drowning in the Loch if we pull it. Gonna scry 2 now so we can stop clicking the resolve button. Really looking for Narset here. That's what I want. I definitely don't want another land, but we just got it. Going for odd here. Narset really would have shut down this Hydroid Krasis, but unfortunately our opponent now is going to refill their hand. And there's not much we can do about it. Okay. That's an interesting card I didn't expect to see. Hypnotic Sprite, okay. It's an even cost creature though, so if they play both, obviously we get a 2-for-1 with the Extinction Event, which isn't like super great value, but it's something. But I think the damage honestly has been done at this point. Don't have enough mana to scry and play the Thought Erasure, but do we have enough to draw? Yeah, we have enough to draw a card. Good thing we did that, huh? I think we just take the 7. I know that's a lot of damage, but I honestly think that's okay for right now. Aether Gust is no good against us. It's kind of a dead card, so that's pretty sweet. I think I got something in my eye. That's not fun. I've got these super long eyelashes, guys. It's like, they're like ridiculously long. They just kind of like, they're so long that they go upwards and then they start to fall back down. They're so long. They get my eyes all the time. Alright, opponent's pretty much got a dead hand at this point. We're taking 7 to the face, which is not good. That's definitely not good, but I think we're going to be alright. I like that we're kind of stabilizing here a little bit. Opponent's running out of cards in hand. If we can find a Narset, it really shuts down their plays. That's actually pretty big. That leaves me with 4 mana. Okay, so I could Fae of Wishes and hit this. That's pretty good. Oh no, what am I saying? I need an Extinction Event. What am I doing? But that's fine. I'll hit this. I don't know why I thought that was converted mana cost 2 or less. I thought I could hit the Hydroid Krasis here. That was the initial thought process in my head, but it's the powers 2 or less, which I forgot about. They're gonna cycle that land, try to hit something. Oh, they're not. Okay. Either way this worked out, I could have definitely screwed myself over there. I was hoping to play this, kill the Krasis, and then Fae of Wishes, but this works fine too. We're getting into late game here. Again, they have a dead card in hand, so it's essentially 1-to-1 card here. And then I have this. Okay, well, there's that. Okay, that seems to be a really strange way to do it. But okay, I'll take it. Fae of Wishes here. How do we want to do this? Who is gonna get us the W here? We got how many mana available? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in hand. So we could play Ugin. Ugin isn't bad. I like that. Should have maybe shocked that in so I could do my thing here. All right, this is a 5. Take care of that threat. Say go. We're stabilizing. I like it. If this is, yeah, our opponent's basically going to keep drawing lands now because their deck is meant to draw a ton of lands and a lot of card advantage. So I think getting them down to 1 card in hand was huge for us to win that game. But I would have liked to see the Narset come out early, like very early, because then it would have shut that Hydrate Crisis down. It wouldn't have been able to draw cards. But either way, we got the W. That was pretty cool. Let's go. All right, game 1, a resounding success against some Simic Ramp. Simic Ramp is actually still really good. I didn't expect them to have as much card draw and ramping as much as they did. Cultivate, you know, it's a great way to get some extra mana on the field and draw some cards. I love this opening hand a lot, actually. I got 1 draw, 2. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Anytime I can get this in the opening hand, I love it. Love to go right out there my opponent's hand immediately. There we go, nice. Interesting. Mono black weirdness. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and Thought Erasure to see what they got. Murderous Riders. Does that have a problem? Death Touch 1/4. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay. These are kind of annoying, but I'd rather take that for now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. It's gonna be hard to use Drown and Loch in this matchup because I want to try to stay on tempo here with the card draws and everything. So Narset, or do I? Yeah, Narset's just kind of going out there to be killed, especially with Murderous Rider. I kind of want to draw. Kind of want them to use it though. Probably use this again. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good find, good find. That's a good find too. But no land. Unfortunately, no land. We can maybe hit our curve though with Discovery this next turn, so I think I'm okay with that. I think our opponent is a little salty. Might need to add a little more salt in their life right now. Let's add a little bit more salt with our Drown and the Loch ready to go. They have a really strange deck. They're like trying to gain life, but at the same time, everything has Death Touch. Pretty interesting. Draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay. Sure. I think I could do this now. Do one of these as well. I don't think this is enough value yet quite to use. I think I need to see a little bit more little more creatures out there. Get a bigger hit. We have our Fae of Wishes, so we have our end game ready to go. They don't attack the Narset. Oh, I guess they had the Murderous Rider. That makes sense. I forgot. I don't know why I thought I got away with one there.
Almighty warrior, I concede.
Okay, it's just a couple 1-drops and a 2. I'd rather Extinction Event that though. You know what I'm saying? Just get rid of that Murderous Rider. And then hold up the Drown in the Loch. Yeah, I think that's good. Hold up Drown in the Loch for whatever they draw, and then we can Extinction Event the Murderous Rider and everything. It's gonna leave out the one with the Afterlife, which is not good, but yep, there's a Murderous Rider. We're gonna get rid of that as well as the other two. We'll be seeing you guys. And I believe we just took control of this game. Let's find out. Ooh, some more odd action. This right here too is a really good card, actually. I don't mind drowning the Loch on it. Just getting rid of it altogether. See what they got in their hand here. We'll be seeing you. Another Drown in the Loch? I don't think we need that many, to be honest. We could pretty much drown in the Loch anything with the 9 in the graveyard here. Just a 1/1 death touch. I ain't worried about it. Ain't worried about it. All right, let's see. Swamp it up. That's a 1-drop. That's a 2. Sure, let's go Fae of Wishes. Let's just do this now. Liliana's good here because it can get rid of multiple creatures with their -4. So good chance here that I'm gonna minus the 4 and then just wipe their board here. Don't know if I want to play it right away though, because they do have Afterlife of 1, so that it would leave me vulnerable for an attack depending on what they play. Okay. So we could maybe just Extinction Event here and then play Drown the Loch. Yeah, that's probably good. That's probably pretty good. Okay. That was weird. That was weird. See if they top deck a land here. That'd be great. It's gonna go ahead and kill you now. Turn you into another 1/1 though, which is silly, but I'm okay with that. There's a Castle Vantress for some scry. Like to see that. You know what would really stink is if our opponent had a Murderous Rider right now. Did they draw a Murderous Rider? I didn't even think of that. If they attack right here, then we know they don't have it. Like if they attack our Liliana. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna draw a card here. Might seem like a silly play for -4. I don't care. I really want to draw a card here. We're gonna keep the land in hand for our Fae of Wishes to be bounced back if we need it to down the line. I hope you guys are having an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate it, guys. The support on the channel has been amazing. We're almost up to 400 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough for that. It really truly means so much to me. Thank you. Just wanted to take a moment to say that. Oh, I guess I could have kept that booter. Dang it. I didn't know they had a card in hand.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Let's go ahead and find another big card here just to kind of really debilitate our opponent. really frustrate our opponent into submission here. They're definitely going to concede here pretty soon. The board's looking very, very bleak for them right now. They're digging and digging for that Murderous Rider, feels like. They might swing in. I mean, everything's death touch, so they might swing in, which is fine with me because every time one of these zombies dies, I draw a card, so it's a win-win for me. Yep, there it is. There's a concede. I think they forgot about Liliana's passive ability to draw cards, but it is pretty overpowered. Let's go. Another W. Let's go. So this deck's actually working out pretty good. This is definitely going to end up into a YouTube video. Let's go. I would really like to get one game in where we're just like destroying our opponent's hand just on curb all the way up to, you know, like Disinformation Campaign. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And then like surveil it back to the hand. That'd be pretty cool. This is a terrible first hand. This one's not bad. I have some curve. I have some decent hand hate. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Drown in the Loch here just because Elspeth's Nightmare exiles the opponent's graveyard. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Drown in the Loch because it's not gonna be too strong until later game, I don't think. Keep. Drown in the Loch's gone. Do this. See what our opponent's on. We've gotten Vicious Rumors in the opening hand every game so far. I love it. I don't love that we only have 4 cards already, but it is what it is. Solar Blaze, okay. Let's do this and say go. Disinformation Campaign could get us back into game as far as like hand goes. Our hand size is really small right now, obviously, because we had a mulligan and we went first. So opponent's on some card advantage for sure here. But this will definitely get us back into the groove. Especially because we can keep reusing it when we surveil. I feel like Elspeth, a Nightmare, is going to be a really good card here. We're going to get full value out of it because our opponent's on a creature deck for sure. I mean, they have to be, right? Like some Mardu Knight type stuff, or... That'll work. That'll work. We really got to stop drawing lands. That would be really good. That would be amazing if we could stop drawing lands. What does this Buccaneer do? It does discard. Okay. Wow, that's pretty unreal. Let's see. That's fine. You just find damage target creature planeswalker that permanent. Okay, so they're just on destroying my creatures and stuff, which is crappy for them. I guess Heliod's Intervention is the worst card. Yeah, they're gonna be in for a long game with all those removal spells. All right, cool, cool, cool. Again, this hand is kind of throwing me off. Deals 5 damage to target creature, planeswalker. All right, well, planeswalker's gonna take 5 damage. Who would I rather that be? Honestly, Teferi looks pretty good here. I can't lie. Teferi looks pretty solid. We're gonna do that. Because with Teferi, I mean, I could +1 and just fix my hand up, get rid of some of this mana, you know? And I know it's gonna die, so I mean, any of my planeswalkers will probably end up dying to some of the removal, so I'd rather it be him than anybody else.
It takes impressive knowledge to be a temporal archmage.
All right, get one more shot at it. I would like to see something with Surveil, maybe like a Thought Erasure. Get this back in my hand and get some more value out of it. Yeah, see, we knew that was going to happen, so now we got that out of their hand. We didn't get barely any value, though, because we drew a ton more land. Can't draw a card, unfortunate. Okay, my turn. I think we're gonna have to get serious here. I think we're gonna have to grab an Ugin. Ugin should be pretty solid here. None of those really help. We have an answer for that with Extinction Event. That's a really good card, but we have an answer for it. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, choose up to one target creature you control until the end of turn that creature gets trample, right? Vigilance. Okay. That's fine. What are their values? Let's see. That's a 4-drop. That's a 2-drop. So they're both even. All right. So yeah, we can definitely kill both of those with our Extinction Event. I'm cool with that play. Yeah, I'll block. Why not? I have another Fae. I'm cool with that block. All right, my turn. This has Indestructible but not haste. So I could either choose to drop an Ugin in here, -4, or I could just Extinction Event, which I think is a stronger play, to be honest. Go for evens. Get rid of both of those. I would have liked to save it for the indestructible creature, but I'm okay with it being that way. And yeah, we could play this and we can keep up a Drown on the Loch, so we're good. I think this is fine. Drown on the Loch, I only have 1 value in the graveyard right now, so not great. Not great, guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, please let me know in the comments below what decks you guys would like to see next. One of the hardest things about making all these videos for you guys is just coming up with new deck ideas that I haven't already kind of, you know, I want to keep it super original, something that I've never touched before or even come close to before. And it's hard because it's hard to constantly, you know, come up. Like, I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll do Dimir today. And I was trying to make Dimir unique to when we played Dimir before. And I know I played Flash before and things like that. So if you guys want to see anything in particular, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'd love to accommodate that. But man, I've been having a lot of fun on Magic lately, especially since the ban. So definitely going to be seeing, hopefully, a lot of new content popping out. Dang it, I wish I would have had Drown in the Loch ready for that. That's unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. Okay. We'll drop this. See what we get. Another Drown in the Loch. Do one of these. Drown in the Loch just got a lot better. Now we can hit anything up to 4 drops. Unfortunately, that doesn't include this guy here. But it does include something that Karn could grab. Man, having a dead Ugin out there not being able to do anything is so heartbreaking. Ugh. Spyglass is something that's so highly underplayed, I feel like, because it is really good. And not a lot of people are obviously playing Rakdos Sacrifice anymore, so I'm not going to just happen to have artifact removal because the Witch's Ovens are gone. Not a lot of people play this card, so I'm not going to have a tech to it most of the time. Definitely want to counter that, but got to do a little bit more. There's a way to get rid of it. Sure. It's not ideal, but sure. We'll be taking that. 5 cards, perfect. I can actually Drown in the Loch on that now. Opponent doesn't have creatures really. Is this gonna get full value, or should I just use? No, I'm not gonna use it now. Actually, that would be really silly because then we would actually end up exiling their graveyard, and I don't want to do that.
There is great power in the things we make.
The good news is we can keep Karn on 1 loyalty this whole time because we can keep pinging it with our freebooter. So that feels pretty good. That feels really good, actually. The whole reason I built this deck, though, is because I really wanted to play freebooter. I feel like freebooter is super strong, and I saw it played in obviously the finals recently of the tour, so I really wanted to give it a shot. $20 health still? Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. Another Drown in the Loch just to be safe. I would have rather... No, actually, I think I would have rather kept the Drown in the Loch. I'm right. That was a good move. That was a good move. Keep Karn on 1. That way they can't keep searching for artifacts. Counter whatever they want to play. Kill if it's a creature. Yeah, we're pretty much set here. Karn pluses 1 again. Does nothing. It's fine. See, now that's a good target for this, but again, it would exile the graveyard. I think that's okay, though. I think I'm all right with that. I think I'm all right with that. Because I have a Narset out here too, which will allow me to search for like Extinction Event, things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and look. There's Extinction Event. It would kill our freebooter, but then I could Drown in the Loch against this. Man, what a weird spot I'm in here. Because the Drown in the Loch is key here. Like, there's a couple different lanes I could take. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? If I kill my own freebooter, again, that's fine because I can Drown in the Loch against this. Or I could do this and my Drown in the Loch becomes irrelevant. I think this is the play, though. I think it's the play. I don't want it to be the play, but I think it's the play. The Extinction Event's strong against the Brash Taunter, though, so that's fine. I'm okay there. I have an answer for that. It won't affect my booter at all because the values are different. I think we're going to win this one, guys. This could be the last game, too, of the video. I don't know, but I do think we're going to go ahead and pull a victory out here. It's just a matter of time at this point. We're looking for a Fae of Wishes. We're looking for anything that can end the game, potentially. All right, cool. This is actually huge because we get our disinformation back. Nah. Really, though? That's unfortunate.
Please do not do that.
Alright, we get one more shot with the Drown of the Loch. So if they play anything here, we're going to use it because we won't be able to use it after this. 28 cards, they have 35. So we're actually more in trouble being milled out here. Alright, well, Drown in the Loch is going to be irrelevant now. I'm going to go ahead and draw another card. This is going to hurt a little bit. At least we get to reset a little bit here with the rumors. Get a card in their graveyard. Now Drown of the Loch's not completely terrible.
Please stop.
It hits some stuff now. I definitely should have kept this discovery though. I think that was the wrong move to throw it away.
Evil cannot withstand a righteous heart.
Man, we're in a little bit of a stalemate here until I find a card I need. I really need a Fae of Wishes here so I can put the nail in the coffin. The Spyglass just ruined everything. Crazy.
Say hello to my little friend.
Maybe like a Castle Vantress would be really nice, you know? Castle Vantress would be super strong here. So I could just start scrying for 2 every turn. Really digging for that Fae. Opponent's just hanging on to their hand at the moment.
Evil cannot withstand a righteous heart.
Interesting tactic, honestly. Kind of makes me a little nervous, to be honest. Ooh, that's huge. Okay. Very, very big here. Okay. Don't need you. That's good. Let's do it again. Dang it. See, Fae of Wishes is not something I could find with Narset. So it's kind of a little bit of a waste to dig with Narset, but it's okay though. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the turn here. Again, I need to draw into some creatures, Fae of Wishes, or even another Booter so we can get rid of this Karn. If we could get another Booter to hit this Karn and just get rid of it, we could start swinging into face for 2 every turn, which is just as strong, really. Opponent's got 4 cards in the graveyard. Drown the Loch still really strong here, I think. Of course, it's the one thing I can't hit, though. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Gonna just draw a card for 3 here. Man, killing me, game. You're killing me. How many Faes have I gone through? Just 2. Yeah, just 2. Hope we don't lose the game because of this. We're gonna start taking 1 now, which is really annoying. Or I could Extinction Event, but then I wouldn't be able to. Does it really matter what this? Yeah, that's actually bad. Well, actually, I could do this, and then I could just Thought Erasure it. Yeah, let's do that. But now Karn can start building back up. Oops. That was not the play. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I totally thought that that card was even. Unbelievable. Wasted an Extinction Event, but we had plenty of mana to fix it anyways, but unbelievable, guys. That's my bad. I didn't even... I don't know why in my mind I thought that was a 6 drop. Misplace, guys, misplace. It happens here. Can I just get a Fae of Wishes and end this game already? Holy Toledo. I wouldn't honestly mind just getting mass manipulation. I don't know. What do I want? What do I want? I know what I want. I want Ashiok, because Ashiok, I could bounce the Spyglass back to hand and have them exile it, and then Ugin opens up for a plus, killing that. That's the play. But I need to find a Fae of Wishes. At this point, it's do or die. Unbelievable. doing this just to get their surveil down. Honestly, I'll take it. Now I can start scrying next turn. All right, that seemed like a lot of mana for nothing to happen, but I still think I got a ton of value out of that because I can start to scry now for those Faes. Because I'm in a lot of trouble here. I only have 10 cards left in my deck, and I'm going to mill myself if I don't find a way to end this game.
There is great power in the things we make.
All right, but we're set up now, guys. We are definitely set up now. So we're going to find the Fae this next turn. I can almost guarantee it at this point. So we can scry 2 here. Maybe not. Maybe not so much of a guarantee. That's a little crazy. I can't lie. That's a little crazy. There's 2 Fae of Wishes in here. 2 of these cards are Fae of Wishes. That's nuts. Oh my goodness, this is not good.
Some solutions must be built.
There it is. This is such an easy win too once I get this play down. Let's go. Ashiok. Bounce you. Get rid of that. Plus this. Hit Karn for 3. Attack. 1 here. 1 here. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That took way too long, guys. I'm sorry you had to sit through all that garbage for that, but we got the W. I just could not find the Fae of Wishes. It's just, sometimes it happens, you know? You dig, you dig, you dig. You can't find something, but we needed it and we got it. And that was the best play possible. I feel like that game was riddled with misplays, so I apologize for that, but we got the dub. That kind of tells you, though, how strong the deck can be, even though we misplayed a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's go ahead and break it down a little bit. And that's the game, guys. Thank you guys so much if you stuck around this long in the video. If you're still here and can hear the sound of my voice, thank you so much. You guys are absolutely the real ones. And thank you so much for your support. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about some things real quick. This deck outperformed again my thoughts originally, and I really enjoyed playing it. It was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to continue playing it for a little while here off video. But again, I do think Elspeth's Nightmare might be something I consider changing. Disinformation Campaign came in handy really well, and Narset was really good. So maybe I might drop this altogether, and then adding 1 more Narset, 1 more Disinformation Campaign, and maybe 1 more Discovery. But I do like that it hits the hand, so maybe there's something out there where I can hit the hand again, maybe like an Agonizing Remorse in this spot. That might be pretty good. I just don't know if we have the room to take more damage for hand hate, and especially if we get matched up in aggro matchup. Agonizing Remorse, as opposed to having this, could definitely be like life or death, you know? And so I'm not 100% sure yet. It might still make sense to keep it in a deck. It really might, but I think I need a few more games with this deck to really fine tune and figure that out. Everything else though feels so buttery smooth, and I really enjoy it a lot. So let me know in the comments below what you guys might change to the deck, some ideas that you might have to make it a little bit better. But I hope you guys enjoy this deck. I hope you guys win with this deck and really have a lot of fun with it, because I know I am. And hopefully we'll see you guys on the stream soon or something like that down the road. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. Your comments have been amazing. Your support and the views have been amazing, and your subscriptions have been amazing. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day and good weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.